And then lastly, I got a little baby Arfus.
Did you say Arfus?
Arfus.
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 My rating is going to be on hold now, Mitch.
Yeah.
Grr.
Okay.
So my plan today is I'm going to go buy a new hard drive. I'm going to buy an external hard drive. And I'm going to reinstall Windows.
Fun.
That's a very good plan.
And also reformat my phone, because why not? We're on that bandwagon today. Just reformat all the things.
All the things, do them, and things.
I'm gonna tell you something very unfortunate, Mitch.
Uh-oh.
I don't think there's any audio on the Twitch stream.
I
am Jack's
fucking wrong goddamn audio. There we go.
I am Jack's total lack of surprise.
Hi, Jack's total lack of surprise. I'm Dad.
Hey, I hear us now.
There we go. We got audio.
We do got audio.
Apparently, when I updated OBS, it changed my default audio settings on there. So.
It's curse. It's a curse. It's a total curse. My computer's screwing up. The hydraulic on my chair. If I slowly fall during this podcast, it's because the hydraulic on my chair went out, and it's just slowly letting me down. Like I'm collapsing like a flan in a cabot, to quote Eddie Izzard.
I was just gonna say, sinking.
Leave it at the lowest setting at this point. I really could care less. Could.
Except for I can't because my desk is so tall that if my chair is at the lowest setting, it is uncomfortable to sit at my desk.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was a little taller, but
You know,
Wish it was a baller.
The DX Racer chairs.
20-inch rims on the Impala.
DX Racer, if you're listening to this, we would totally like a sponsorship
And some chairs.
and some chairs.
More importantly, the chairs.
I was looking at those. I was thinking about buying one.
So you need to buy one so that I can sit in it and tell if I like. That's my problem with buying one. Like I want to buy one.
Weren't you at Matt's recently?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't remember how good it sat though. And I need to come bum at your place for like an hour and just sit at your desk. Maybe while you're at work.
Live the life of Mitch.
Yeah.
while I'm at work. Well, okay, all right. You're gonna work from home that day?
Yeah, I'm working from home in at your apartment, just so I can tell if I like the chair or not. Really, what I should do, I have a developer budget left. I should order a DX Racer chair with my developer budget. Do you think that would get approved?
Honestly, with everything else that's been ordered, yes, it probably would be. But you're not getting the extra monitor then.
That's fine. That's fine. I think.
Now you have to think, do I want an extra 27-inch monitor, or do I want a chair?
No, seeing the other guy who decided to get the extra 27-inch monitor and all the problems he had, and the fact he can't have his laptop open to do it, negates the entire reason why I want that extra monitor.
I'm not surprised at all that he can't have the laptop open as well. I'm sorry, your little laptop can't support 3 4K displays.
Oh, but it should. Also, next year, I'm requesting, next time we get laptops, I want a Razer Blade Pro for my work laptop.
It's not happening.
It's the same cost of the Dell that we bought.
No, it's not.
How much is that new Razer Blade?
They start at $3,200.
The new Razer Blade Pro start at $3,200?
God damn.
Article. I have not looked at the actual website. I'm sure I can get like a lower end version of it that starts lower.
I actually don't think they have pricing available yet.
Yeah, the article was like $3,200.
I mean, if they stay, are they 17-inch?
Yeah, nope. 17.3 4K display, an NVIDIA 1080, i7, 6700.
So
And
when I got mine a couple years back, the 17s were like 2700. So if they bumped up to 4K displays with 1080s, yeah, I can see them hitting around 3200.
And that new mechanical.
I like the keyboard. It is mechanical chiclet keyboard,
Oh.
and then the touchpad's on the right side.
I think it's just
Instead
like
of being in the
Zach's
front
happy moment. I think because they came out with that mechanical membrane keyboard, and I wonder if that's
It's not
the.
easy with that.
Well, I wonder if that was like the testing ground to see what this was
I
actually going to work.
So they also have a full mechanical chiclet iPad keyboard.
I don't give a fuck about that. Do they have?
But I'm just saying that's probably what they started with, if anything, because that you can buy that keyboard right now, the iPad keyboard.
Do they have a normal keyboard that's mechanical chiclet? Because I don't think the Death Stalker is. I know the Death Stalker is chiclet, but I don't think it's mechanical.
Nope. They have the mechanical membrane one, which is like mid.
Zach sounds like one of those guys in the forest last night.
Oh yeah, if the guys were just walking by. We just
hashtag no context.
Yep. Hashtag no context. That's what this is.
Also, are we on? Are we live?
Yeah, we're totally live.
Okay, just make. Okay.
Yeah, all of this is going out for the internet to see. I haven't messaged that we're live yet because I totally spaced it off. That's the way the day has gone. And we're live with another. You guys can see us live. Another episode of a bunch of bull. Sharks in Things hashtag podcast.
Hashtag no context.
Twitch.tv/sharks and things.
You know, now that I have Photoshop again, I want to create a new overlay for the podcast.
I am totally cool with that. Remember, we were actually going to wait for a new overlay until someone finished the new logo.
Yeah, I don't care at this point. The logo is interchangeable, whatever. This overlay just needs to go at this point.
It is a bad overlay. It worked for what we needed it for originally. We also have 16:9 camera support now, so maybe we could have a 16:9 overlay.
Yeah, until one of you guys decides, no, I need to drop this down to 480p because my camera's acting up today.
That would be the one who's not here's fault.
Yep. Which means the overlay still has to have 4x3.
Nah.
And besides, we don't need the extra thing on the side. You can't see my fingers right now on the actual stream.
Is this a dance we're doing? The finger dance?
It's in the camera, but it's not.
Do I need to lean over towards my mic?
No, I always correct it for you being all the way on the left side of your screen anyways.
What is going on this morning?
It's Sunday. It's October before Halloween.
We went to a Halloween thing last night. That was the context of the forest thing. We went to the Trail of Terror.
I really
there wasn't much
thought
terror. There was
you
a
were
trail.
about to say something else and was kind of like,
There's a reason it gets 2 stars on Google.
Nah, it's fine.
I mean, if the lines weren't so abysmal for everything there, I would give it maybe 3 stars.
I give it 3 stars. 3 stars.
Like, this
I might
could
even
be worse.
splurge a bit and give it 4, just because that hotel thing was actually highly entertaining. The woods walk was just complete crap.
Yeah, the Hotel 666 as it was called, needs to tone down the strobe flashlight thing.
I think that's the whole idea. Is you have to walk through that area like this. I can't fucking see.
We got to the end of that thing, and you're like, at some point in time, you're no longer strobing. You're just like putting a giant white light in front of my eyeballs.
Yeah, it's like because there's a hallway you go down, and you get near the end, and there's like a motion activated like giant floodlight that is shines right in front of you, and then you hear a train noise to make it look like there's a train coming at you, but
What would have made that ultimately better
blind you.
is if it would have been like they would have like gone full like whole hog with it and did like not just the horn and the light, but like they should have just had like a speaker playing like the track noise, like the train going on the track. Like
Yep, they should have had that ahead of time to build
Yeah.
up anticipation.
Yeah, see? That way more interesting than what actually happened.
I've now taken the role of that guy from Police Academy.
Congratulations.
You got the creeps, the sweeps, and the beeps? The what, and the what? Let's talk about actual exciting stuff, Mitch.
All right.
You mean trains aren't exciting?
Here we are. This is a podcast, specifically a bunch of bull Sharks and Things podcast. I am here this morning with Zach and Cody, and our compatriot Matt is visiting his grandparents apparently. And the
With
internet
typical
is-
grandparent internet.
Apparently, we don't know. He's somewhere. It is Halloween. He could be, at the bottom of a lake somewhere.
Technically, Halloween's next weekend.
I said Halloween's coming.
Technically,
all of it-
Halloween
If it is
Monday.
stereotypical grandparents' internet, my grandparents have dial-up.
So that doesn't work for me because my grandparents always had better internet than me for the longest time. Like
Oh.
back in the back in the days of dial-up. Like, so before we had any broadband in my town at all, and my grandparents didn't have it, and I didn't have it, they had newer phone lines. So, like,
So
If I was-
dial-up was better.
yes, when I was at home, our phone lines were really old, so on a really, really good day, when it hadn't rained in a while, I could maybe squeak out 32.6, and my grandparents always got a solid 56. So,
Okay,
even
Mitch
their
likes to
dial-up's better.
share his stories about rating on 56K dial-up.
Yeah.
I fucking played Cal-M Counter-Strike 1.6 on dial-up.
No,
Those
yeah.
were the days.
Vanilla rating on 56K. Molten Core 40 mans.
I was thinking about doing Molten Core this week. I didn't. So I'll do a brief Legion talk. So I was doing skinning quests, and one of the skinning quests I got was, hey, go skin these bosses in all these old raids. So I had to go skin. I had to go to Tol Barad and to the Baron Hold, and I had to skin the little eyeball dog thing. And I had to go Trials of the Champions and had to skin the Yeti. And I had to go do the Throne of Thunder and skin the Triceratops. And that got me on a
fucking Hordon or whatever.
yeah. And I just because I hadn't done those raids, I was like, I'll just go finish the raid. So I did. I finished all those raids, which got me down a long dark path of just doing raids all day, Friday night and Sunday or Saturday. So I did Onyxia's Lair, and I did Mount Hyjal, and I did all the I did the Final Cataclysm raid without realizing I was doing the Final Cataclysm raid.
Dragon Soul?
Yeah. That's if you don't know the mechanics of that fight specifically, that's real rough to do as a single player. Because the part where you're on Deathwing's back,
Yeah, the spine.
yeah, that is a
That's real fun to do with the dancing and the back and the forth and the back and the forth. Oh, you're
Yeah.
right. They're on the left. Oh, they're on the right. Oh, they're on the left. Oh, they're on the right.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go look up how do you solo this thing, and it's you go sit in the hole, and you won't go anywhere. It's okay.
All right, yeah, I probably should have done that last time I did it.
We should, Mitch, you and I should go do that raid. It's a lot of fun.
All right. Yeah,
yeah.
I haven't. I
Or
haven't
the three
done
of
any
three of
raiding
us.
for Cataclysm, Mists of Pandaria, Warlords. I haven't really done any of that stuff.
I made Mitch
So-
super jealous yesterday. I did get the Firehawk out of the Firelands.
I just wanted to point something out.
Yes.
Sorry. I know it looks like I'm being abducted right now,
Yeah,
but the crazy thing about
that's
this
not unusual.
the crazy thing about this is that, like, I my display timed out, from like non-interaction because I'm just sitting here talking. But like, so I move my mouse, and when I came back, suddenly the brightness is fixed, and I look like I'm being abducted. I, I don't know. Sorry.
I don't know.
Continue.
That's my WoW update. I've been doing a lot of
World of
old
Warcraft.
raids.
I've only played a little bit of World of Warcraft this week, and that was primarily because I've been studying my ass off for exams. I've got 2 exams I need to finish in the next couple weeks here.
Yeah, last Friday was great. 6 months of fucking studying for a single cert. I passed, and oh god, ugh, that was fucking brutal.
Yeah, I'm studying for MCSA right now.
Oh, nice.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I found out the one I got that apparently less than 6,000 people globally have that certification.
There you go. I want to learn how to do chef. That's my
Same
next goal.
here, honestly, but that'll be an eventually down the road thing. Use Chef and play with Docker and stuff.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I was thinking fucking what's his name?
Chef from South Park?
Yeah.
Suck on my chocolate salty balls. Put them.
Yeah, that song was playing in the back of my head. I just didn't want to vocalize it, but thank you.
Put
you
them
for
in your
doing
mouth
that for
and
me,
suck them and
Cody.
suck them and suck them.
Thank you for
Yep.
doing that for me, Cody.
You're welcome. I'll just do it in the deep voice. Suck on my chocolate salty balls. Put them in your mouth. Put them in your mouth, then suck them and suck them and suck them. You need to cut that part out of this podcast
We're live.
and just put it up as its own special thing. Just like Cody sings, suck on my chocolate salty balls.
Yeah, one of these days I'll get to some outtakes.
Yeah.
My wife is giving me the dirtiest look I have ever seen in my entire life. And that's even with her telling her the really bad PG jokes from Reddit. Yep.
Well, I mean, you are asking people to suck on your chocolate salty balls, so.
I asked them to put them in their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the thing, Mitch. We already introduced this podcast. Let's do the rest of the thing.
Well, I mean,
Hey Zach, what have you done this week?
we're here to talk about what we're doing, what we have done this week. And Cody, you started off with some World of Warcraft.
Yep.
Zach, have you been playing World of Warcraft this week?
A little bit. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to pace myself to not burn out like I have in every single fucking WoW expansion ever. So, just basically heroic raids, and I did some other weird stuff. I had a sudden urge to play Elder Scrolls Online, so I did some of that.
How is that now with all the updates?
I mean, you can. So the thing that got me to try it out is that one time rail thing, and like, I have a weird love affair with Skyrim, and that like I'll just get really really bored, occasionally on a weekend here and there, and then I'll just reinstall it, redo all my add-ons, and then dump like almost 20 hours in it over a weekend. Just fucking going whatever, doing whatever, not even following any sort of theme or scheme, or just like, I'm gonna pick a direction, I'm gonna walk and see what happens. So it definitely feels a lot more like that now, because you can just go anywhere and do anything. And the Dark Brotherhood thing is really, really fucking awesome. Like, imagine Assassin's Creed, but better in an Elder Scrolls game. Think about that.
So you get to climb towers and shit?
So you don't get to climb towers.
Hay bales?
Barrels. But no climbing towers, but it's actual real stealth type stuff. So like you remember the corridor, like the corridor stealth missions in Assassin's Creed. I say corridor as kind of you're not in an actual corridor, but like you have a target that's at the end of a long section like of hallways and buildings and whatnot, but if you get seen, you immediately fail. So it's different in this, whereas if you get seen, you don't immediately fail, but you kind of have to kill whoever sees you before they call for reinforcements, because then it just gets ugly. So it's not frustrating like Assassin's Creed, where it's like, how did that guy even fucking see me when I'm 3 walls, like, there's 3 walls between the two of us, and I can't even see him. Oh, nope, you got seen. Start all over
so you're
again.
telling me it's not buggy like Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, that's actually a better way of looking at it. It's not fucking buggy as shit like Assassin's Creed. So...
It's not buggy in the traditional Bethesda way either.
Yeah, which is crazy. And so you have... When you join the Dark Brotherhood, you get a 1-button assassinate type thing, which is cool because it's not a single animation. It's not like stab guy. It's like the animation changes based on your relative position and like height and everything to the person. So like
to Doom?
I haven't played through the new Doom yet, so I'm not 100% sure. I played the demo. And I just like every time it's been on sale, I've been involved in like other stuff and like I could buy this now, but I won't get to play it. And I'm too much of an instant gratification person that if I'm going to buy it, I'm going to play through it immediately. So I'm just waiting until I have the time to play it, and then I'm going to buy it. But so like, and some of them are really fucking funny. Like one of them, you kind of like stand up behind the person and like tap on their shoulder, and then they turn around and you just jam a knife into their gut. I'd say that's funny, and now after saying that, that makes me sound like a terrible person.
I mean, if you made them turn around and like did like an uppercut with a knife through their jaw or something, that would be entertaining.
Cool. And there's another one, like if they're sitting, you'll like knock the chair over that they're in and stuff, or like grab them by the legs and pull their legs out from under them. Like there's just a bunch of cool different animations. And then at the end, it's kind of has the Assassin's Creed thing too, where there's the guy that you need to kill, but there's like 18 different ways you can do it. So just depending on how you choose to do it, the stuff changes. And so assassinating people in the middle of towns isn't a big deal in Assassin's Creed, but I mean, to anyone that's played Skyrim or like Oblivion or any of the Bethesda games, you try killing a civilian in the middle of a town and see what happens.
Hell, just try to kill a chicken.
Yeah, but that's actually how it is. Like you get targets that are literally in the middle of town, so you will have to like not even since stealth. You don't like have stealth like a rogue or something like that. I mean, the Nightblades have like a 2.5 second stealth, but you have to follow the person or talk to other people or trigger events that makes the person like patrol over around to another area where you might not get seen, and then assassinate them and get the fuck out. It's really cool. But other than that,
how does it feel as like an MMO now, or is it feel more like a wide open single player game that has multiplayer elements?
That second one.
Okay.
Granted, like I am nowhere like my Nightblade is a brand new character. Like because I tried to play my old character and I was like, I don't even remember how this fucking game works. I don't even remember what my build was, what skills I was using. So I'm like, fuck, I'm just gonna start a new character and relearn everything. So I haven't touched any of like the late game stuff. So I'm not sure. Maybe at the late game there might be more like grouping and dungeoning and more MMO-esque things, but from a level up experience, there hasn't been a whole lot just yet.
Is that game? You have to buy the game and it's free to play. So it's the Guild Wars 2 model.
Yeah, but
I
think it's really cheap now, though.
Hey, if only we had a magic internet box that could tell us how much something was.
Yeah, I do have it for PC, and I'm pretty sure I have it for Xbox One as well.
Yeah, I got the collector's edition on PC, and they revamped a lot of stuff, like all the collections and the starting experience stuff, and like some of the gear you can get is really, really, really cool looking too. Some of the craftable stuff.
I kind of like how the whole system, the skill system works for that. Basically, you have to level up your weapon skills essentially. Like you, as a Nightblade, you can grab swords. I mean, if you wanted to, you could grab staves or a two-handed sword, and you can do whatever weapon you want. But if you're grabbing it fresh, you're starting over from zero again, essentially, with a new weapon.
Yeah,
It is $20.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing daggers and bow. Well, I say I'm doing daggers, but daggers isn't a class; it's dual wield. So I'm doing dual wield and bow. There we go.
That's I'd be interested to see more of that game. I'd be interested in maybe we should throw them at the Extra Life list of games that we should maybe check out.
Yeah, that could be fun. I do have some footage I'll probably cut and upload at some point this week.
Cool. That's exciting.
But other than that, I went and finished my 100% on Dark Souls 3 in preparation for the DLC, which some people mysteriously have. Will
Mysteriously.
So initially,
I'm going.
Well, so I was reading something. One of the Dark Souls streamers talking about it, and he thought that he had it early because of the press copy of the original Dark Souls 3, and that it just was like a trickle effect, like he had the press copy of the base game, so automatically got DLCs early. But then there were other people that were not streamers that also had it on PC early, that like didn't have press copies and stuff. And then, of course, Xbox One just fucked up and released it early anyway. Much to my chagrin. That's like FromSoft or Bandai Namco. That's just. It might be Bandai Namco.
Someone hit the button.
Someone, hit the wrong button, apparently.
It's probably some guy that works for like the Microsoft Live team who really fucking loves Dark Souls and was like, oops, I hit the button that released it early. Let me fix that real quick after I download it for myself.
I don't know.
This week, I got the pleasure of playing a bit of Shadow Warrior 2.
Oh, that's on my list.
So I don't know, either of you two have looked at it much, but
I played the shit out of. Well, I played the shit out of the original, like Windows 98 era Shadow Warrior, and I played the shit out of the reboot a couple years back. So I love me some Shadow Warrior.
I literally just picked up Shadow Warrior 2 because it looked kind of interesting. They're not wrong about the crude humor. There is a lot of crude humor everywhere in this game. Most of it is pretty hilarious, honestly. But for some of it is just like, really, did you need to, okay, all right. But at least like the main character seems to stick to his shtick, essentially, like no matter who he's talking to. The actual like movement in the game and gameplay itself it feels like very fun. You get to do like lots of dashing around, and you get double jump, and then on top of that you've got all these like crazy weapons, which range to like from a standard assault rifle to claws, and then you can have shotguns and grenade launchers, and it's very Borderlands-esque when it comes to that. When it comes to the loot, it's not, instead of where Borderlands you get a lot of weapons, this you get a lot of upgrades for your existing weapons, essentially. So like my character, I'm using I'm doing claws, and then I switch from that to like a hatchet and a dagger dual wield combo, and then I've got obviously a grenade launcher. And the interesting is you can change like firing types for a lot of the guns. So I attached a rapid fire upgrade to a bow.
Because why not?
Because I just wanted to see what happened, and he literally just it's not accurate at all, but it shoot rapid fire bullets.
Does he shout Ryuga Teki Waga?
No.
Ryuga Waga Teki Waka, right?
No, he doesn't shoot dragons. Sorry.
Damn. Yet.
That's
Yeah,
that's
that may be
premium
something I unlock
DLC.
later. I don't know. But yeah, there's the whole upgrade system. You can change like different damage, elemental types. I think the only real drawback I have for the game right now is that the enemy types aren't that varied. Like it feels like there should be more types of enemies to fight. There's like a handful, really. But so far, I've only played this co-op, and the co-op is very very strong. I feel like that is its strongest suit, is being played with multiple people. It was just a blast having a bunch of people just running through. Everything kind of feels a little bit like a bullet sponge. You like when you're doing melee, for instance, if you just do your normal attacks, it takes forever to kill something. But if you have to actually use your like special abilities and your special attacks to kill things faster. It's not one of those things where you should like save up this attack for something. You really need to like use this on this random chum over here just to kill it.
Resource management is use them.
It's pretty much. It's don't even worry about it. Just use it. At some points, it does feel like the melee weapons are far stronger than the guns themselves. So it's kind of like a risk reward, kind of, because getting in melee, you generally just get beat the shit out of. But once you get like life leech on your weapons, then it's just run in and attack things and don't worry about it. But with all the movement mechanics plus melee, it's very entertaining. It's a fun game.
It's good, wholesome fun.
I don't know about wholesome.
The game's $39.99 on Steam, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, I do highly recommend if anybody's interested in a first-person shooter with melee and RPG mechanics. It's good fun, and as long as you don't mind the crew humor.
I'm thinking about that on the Extra Life game list as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If anyone wants an example, the sword you start off with is called Little Wang.
Yeah. That's
fine. And the character's name is Lo Wang.
Yes. He just goes by Wang the whole time, and he hangs out in the Wang cave. Yeah, that's good. Additionally, I finally started Gears of War 4.
Have you gone to Old Man Marcus yet?
Yeah, I got the Old Man Marcus. I got the damn tomatoes.
Yes.
In the greenhouse there.
So funny story. Not to interrupt your story, but I thought I was the only one that really found that like absolutely hilarious and one of the best moments of the game. Apparently not, because every article I have read about that game, there are people in the comments fucking going nuts about tomatoes. I'm like, okay, so it wasn't just me.
Not my damn tomatoes!
Ruin my fucking tomatoes!
Old Man Marcus sells that game. Like, that is the best thing about that game to me.
Fucking vendor.
Yep, my largest complaint thus far is, really, if you have this decorated war hero, you're really just gonna shoot at him and not try to like talk to him first or anything.
I love the running gag of her robot just keeps getting destroyed.
Yes.
Yep.
It's just like...
No,
that running gag is good. It's a really good gag.
Yeah, the whole like I just did the motorcycle whole event.
That's the last one I did.
Driving around on a motorcycle, and you're shooting at a plane that just wants to like grind the ground in front of you. And you have to just keep shooting at the plane, and then suddenly, like, the back opens of the plane, and you have to shoot the engine. This really feels like this should be House of the Dead, like, overkill or something right now. Because it's literally like, oh, shoot this flashing thing. Wait a minute. Shoot this flashing thing over here. Wait a minute. And then all the time, you just have to go back and forth on the motorcycle, and that's it. It was kind of lame.
We say that now, but during Extra Life, when we're all doing it on Insane...
Which we'll have to talk about, because that's only a 2-player co-op game.
Yeah.
It's 4-player.
Nope. Single players, or the story is 2-player.
But we can play a bunch of Horde.
We'll play a
Yeah,
bunch
we
of Horde because Horde is super good in that game. But yeah, we'll talk about it.
You get a taste of it in the campaign where you once you get the Fabricator, you have a couple defenses and
Yeah,
that was good. I like that. Gave me a
here's
taste.
what
I'm like,
Horde
I should
mode
just
is
go play
going to
Horde
be.
mode.
Yeah. Mitch, have we pussyfoot along too long? You ready to do this?
Do what, Cody?
This was a big news week.
The same thing we do every week.
Try to take over the world.
I was going to say
yes,
podcast
that
and
is
talk
our
about
goal.
a bunch of
We
shit.
need to take over the world eventually.
Oh.
No, this was a very big news week. This week we got a taste of the Nintendo Switch.
And now
It was codenamed the Nintendo NX, which they should have just kept that name.
They're
Seriously.
so bad. Their code names are so much better than their actual console names.
Project Dolphin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take the Dolphin.
The GameCube was Dolphin. The Wii was the
Revolution.
The Wii U was Project Cafe.
Yeah, I still would have taken Project Cafe over Wii U.
Yeah.
Wii U.
I'm
The
just glad that
Famicom-
they didn't call this like the Wii U Portable.
Yeah, thank you.
The Wii U P?
The Wii U P.
Okay. So, here's the code name. This is the breakdown. The Famicom's code name was the Home Video Computer.
Okay, Famicom is fine.
Yeah, I'm okay with.
And Super Famicom, yeah. Oh, all right.
The NES's was Advanced Video System Prototype. Super Famicom was the SFX. Nintendo 64 was Project Reality or Ultra 64. The GameCube was Dolphin. The Wii was Revolution. The Game Boy was Dot Matrix Game. The Virtual... Okay, this is the best one ever. The Virtual Boy was Virtual Utopia Experience.
All right.
The Game Boy Pocket was Mini Game Boy, Color Game Boy, Advanced Game Boy Special. The Game Boy Micro was Oxygen. The DS was the Iris, the Nitro. The Light was Usugata, which is thin. The DSi was Twilight. DSi XL was Ultra Twilight. 3DS was CTR. 3DS XL was SPR. 2DS was FTR. The 3DS was Control. And the 3DS XL was Project Infrared. These are all better than the actual name.
They've got some decent code names in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nintendo Switch, it is a console that is portable. It essentially has a docking mechanism, which the dock is just power and TV output is all it is. The console itself is like a tablet. It looks very much like the NVIDIA Shield. So much so that it could just be a new NVIDIA Shield.
It could just be
especially because it's made by NVIDIA.
Yeah, it could just be a bumped up NVIDIA Shield.
With like slides on the side to attach those little controllers.
Yeah.
Which are all wireless.
So, you know what it reminds me of? Now that I think about it.
What
reminds me a lot of that Razer prototype from some years back.
I was going to say, it reminded me of that weird Mad Catz controller that was like expand out in a tablet.
No, because, God, what was it? It was, to the Googles.
So yeah, anyways, it's got, it is using the new Tegra technology.
Oh, yeah, the Razer Edge Pro.
Razer Edge Pro.
Yeah, it was a gaming tablet with detachable controllers and Wi-Fi, and had docks for keyboard and mouse and all that shit.
Okay, I need to look this up. I need to see what
now that you say that, I do remember that thing.
Yeah, it still exists. You can still buy it. Has a fucking Core series or an I series, I should say.
Oh yeah. Looks like it's rocking Civ 5. Oh yeah. Well, the controller's on the side and everything. That's
And they detach and it docks to a keyboard mouse. It is, yeah. So congratulations, Nintendo. You have recreated something that Razer did like 4 years ago.
So the trailer, this trailer, other than the fact of being filled with a bunch of unrealistic expectations of millennials in New York, I want that giant dog. First of all, does the dog come with the NX?
I don't think so.
If not, then not so.
Does it come
So-
with rooftop friends though? I mean, I want a rooftop party that
I
my
want-
friends are just, hey, come on over. We're hanging out on the rooftop.
She's bringing her game thing. Damn it! She's supposed to bring the fruit salad. Said she brought her Switch. So that trailer breakdown showing a bunch of third-party game stuff and a bunch of new Nintendo stuff. So we saw Skyrim, which Bethesda came out later in the day and said Skyrim's not necessarily coming to the Switch.
We are officially partnering with Nintendo,
but we're not
Skyrim is
confirming.
not confirmed.
Yeah, which is a weird choice that you would say, yeah, we're going to put Skyrim on this trailer that may not ever actually come to fruition.
And what was it, NBA 2K17?
That's it
Also
looked like,
shown in the video.
Yeah, it looked
And
like-
it's also not confirmed for the Switch.
but they provided the footage and everything, so
Mhm.
probably
So-
because by the time the Switch comes out, 2K18 will be around the corner. So why would you put 2K17 on the Switch?
Quite possibly. So it's set to release right now in March 2017. We haven't gotten any confirmed launch titles thus far. We've pretty much just gotten the teaser trailer. There is a bunch of confirmed third-party developers though, which is nice. And so
Which-
as long as the console sells at least, better than the Wii U, I should say, then we should get third-party support for a while. and get
Which
some
would be-
decent games.
Exciting. Like this is, I don't know about you, Zach, but I've kind of fell off the Nintendo bandwagon a long time ago.
Yep.
And this is the first console I'm kind of like, yeah, okay, I'd buy this.
I've been tempted to buy the Wii U because it's $300 only, but I have no room on that shelf for the Wii U.
I have plenty of room in my shelves over there,
And on top of that, I would just buy it just to play Zelda.
which you can hold off and play Zelda on the new one. So why bother buying Wii U? The other games that were shown, just real quick, there was it looks like a new 3D Super Mario game, and there was also Splatoon, and it looked like a new
Splatoon,
level. From everything I can hear from the internet's talking, is a new Splatoon level. And then also,
Which for everybody who likes Splatoon is exciting.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
from my understanding, Splatoon's one of those games that pretty much most people enjoy.
yeah. Then it looks like Mario Kart as well, but it looks like some people saying it's just Mario Kart 8 with more stuff added to it.
Yep, people were like, "Oh my God, King Boo is coming to Mario Kart 8." It's like, well, it could be Mario Kart 8, or it could be Mario Kart 9.
Yeah. So that's kind of all there is for that stuff. But the just kind of like this is the first like innovation thing that they've done that is kind of like, yeah, this makes sense. Especially coming from Nintendo. One of the guys one of my friends on Facebook was like, "Hey, can someone explain to me why all this hype around the Switch is so big?" To which I responded with, "Look, Nintendo has two despairingly different markets they're dealing with, because here in the States, they are very console heavy. Like in the States, people want to buy consoles. They don't want to buy handhelds. They will, but the preference for adult like the big section of the gaming market, which is adult males our age, to be
Adult
fair,
females our age, actually.
I suppose. Adults our age.
Females are now larger than male population in
Yeah,
our age range. That is for games.
I realize that now. There's also because there's more. Regardless, adults our age. Let's not even generalize. We'll just say the adults our age.
That's still a generalization.
Less generalized. That's my
People
response.
in the
to you.
United States, when they're buying Nintendo products, they tend to buy the
Okay.
consoles, whereas in the East,
East.
people tend to buy handhelds.
Yeah.
And that is their dominant market, is the East, primarily Japan.
Yes.
So they sell a ton of like 3DS units, which means most of their great games that they are making and putting out are on 3DS, like Monster
Yeah.
Hunter.
So hopefully this kind of merges those two things. They did come out and say that this is not the DS replacement, and this is they're seeing it as a home console first thing. But I can't really see them doing a revision of the DS on top of this. I don't know. Maybe they would. I guess it depends on.
I'm gonna assume that they're gonna wait until after seeing how this is accepted. Like, does this have large market penetration in Japan? Cool, it does. All right, we're gonna stick with this for our mobile device. If it doesn't, then we might have to come up with a new device, and hopefully they're interchangeable or compatible in some way, so that the games that come out for Nintendo just come out for Nintendo.
It makes me
What
wonder.
device you're using.
It's Nintendo. They're going to have like 18 different versions of everything.
It makes me actually wonder if they'll do a your glass stirring, man.
Sorry.
It makes me wonder if they'll do like, here's the tablet only version of this console, and here's the cheaper buy the box and never leaves your TV thing. I don't think they would, because that would kind of ruin the whole thing about it, but it makes me wonder.
I mean, I could see them releasing a version that's like the same hardware. It's not the screen anymore. It's like just a box that's plugged into your TV. I mean, I could see them releasing a version like that later. But I think more likely, if anything, they would just release here's the tablet only version with a charger. You have to buy a separate cable to hook this up to your TV or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. It'd be interesting to see like what. I'm excited. Like, for the first time in a very long time, I'm excited for a Nintendo console. I'm trying to figure out what shelf it'll go live on once I buy it.
So far from what I can see, I'm willing to see more. And very interested in it. And I mean, if like there's nothing crazy negative coming out about it, I'll probably end up buying one within the first month or two.
They also. Go ahead, Zach.
The thing I find the most interesting about it, though, is with the return to cartridges. That thing is going to get fucking hacked and like R4s so quickly.
So yeah, they have
quickly
turned away from optical discs, which is great. They're going to is it flash? I know it's cartridge based, but
I would assume
it's going to be probably some sort of flash, or maybe some sort of weird proprietary shit again.
It'll be interesting to see how that ultimately goes. We talked about that when the rumors were coming out, that it was going to use carts again. With how cheap flash memory is getting, like, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah,
I wish.
Which means that it is not backwards compatible for any of the physical media, but they have not confirmed whether it's going to be backwards compatible for digital.
It would be great if they had if it had support for 3DS games.
So I was thinking about that. The problem that I was thinking about was that, like, it doesn't have that second screen, so how is 3DS and like Wii U
Maybe it
games?
can go portrait mode, and then
but how does it work on the TV?
You get the smaller menu-related screen on the tablet in front of you, and then.
But the tablet's not in front of you. The tablet is docked into the thing, and the screen is covered on the tablet.
Well, you just sit really close then.
So, like, that's. Those are the questions I was thinking about. Like, how would you make this thing backwards compatible? And you can make it for a good chunk of games. A lot of games don't actually use that second menu for anything useful. Like, it's a lot of quality of life stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure you could do a ton of different things to make it backwards compatible.
Yeah, if it's just a map, you could do it as like a picture-in-picture thing, you know. Like...
Yep, or you could do something like you have a hotkey where it switches between the two screens, and again, only some games are going to be fully compatible. But
yeah, like the games I'm thinking of, like Professor Layton uses that second screen. Mario Maker. Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
Mario Maker would use that a lot.
So it made me wonder. I mean, with the success of Mario Maker, I'm assuming they'll make a new Mario Maker for this thing, and I don't know. Like, part of the ease of Mario Maker is the fact that, like, we don't know if that tablet has touch capability. I mean, I would assume it would have touch capability because it's not that much more expensive to put a digitizer and a touch screen on the tablet.
Yeah, especially because it is just a tablet essentially.
Yeah,
But there's nobody touching it at all in that teaser video, and
Yeah.
nothing has been confirmed yet.
so it'll be weird. I'm super kind of excited to see more about the thing. They did come out and say that we won't hear anything more about it this year. That we'll hear about it after the new year. So, what do you think the
Okay.
pricing is going to be?
Pricing, $400 is probably gonna be the sweet spot for it. Maybe for like some bundles, like some of the higher end bundles, maybe up to 500.
Do you think they'll do the?
with the extra like controller dock and like game or something?
Do you think they'll do the Wii U thing where they released the first, like, it was what, $299 and $399, and one was or how much ever it was, and one was the 16 gig white with no game, and the other one was like 32 gigs with the game, and it was black. Think they'll do that thing again?
I mean, they could. I also feel that they have a lot of accessories over the launch right now that they could just do like an accessory bundle. I hope that they don't have different storage versions.
Yeah, that would be bad. So do you?
I hope that the storage is either interchangeable or like fixed at like 128 gigs or something like that.
Do you think that that controller dock thing will come with it?
That would be something that they can do multiple bundles for.
Mm-hmm.
One bundle with, one bundle without. Because that's not necessary.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to hold my. The thing I was thinking about when I was looking at that trailer is that those controllers look real small, and I don't know.
We'll see what the comfort is.
Yeah, some people said it looks about the same as the Wii Pad is right now, and that's perfectly fine, comfortably wise.
Yeah, if it's like that, it's a little on the small side, but it's not terrible. Additionally, I think a lot of people's complaints right now, as well, is the actual controllers that slide and click on to the tablet. Is first off, how secure is it like on there? Because the way you're holding it, if that wears out a little bit, the screen will just slide out the bottom.
Yeah.
Where you're holding it, and then on top of that, how easy is it going to be to lose those little controllers?
Yeah. That'll be the interessante things to find out.
No, well, we'll hear more. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of rumors that are going to be popping out in the next couple months here, and then next year we'll get some more confirmed things from Nintendo. Dude, I just want to see more because I want to know if I'm going to buy it or not. I want to know if I can pre-order it.
There is that new
Amazon,
Legend.
and you can subscribe now to get notified when they have more information as well.
As much as I hate to say it, I am probably going to buy it regardless, just because of one specific game.
The new Legend of Zelda.
Yep.
That new trailer. There was a new trailer dropped with this announcement as well. It's got more of that gorgeous open world, like that. I mean, the art direction for that game is great.
It's fucking Elder Scrolls Hyrule, and what I love about it, and this is a topic for a whole other time, it's not fucking Kid Link. Thank fucking God. Like, I don't think, like, you do not understand the absolute, like, vile hatred that I hold for Kid Link.
Are we talking like Kid Link as in beginning of Ocarina of Time Link?
Yes.
Okay.
Or Kid Link Wind Waker Link.
That same one too. So without going into it too much, like suspension of disbelief and all that thing in games, I cannot ever suspend disbelief for something like the Hero of Time or this person that goes and takes out these fucking giant monsters who's like 8 fucking years old. Like, I just can't. Like, I hate it. I absolutely fucking despise it. Like, Teen Link and stuff, it was alright because there are some pretty badass, like, 15, 16-year-olds out there that have done some pretty cool shit. And there is a world of difference, puberty and everything between an 8-year-old and, like, a 15, 16-year-old. I prefer Adult Link. I can handle Teen Link. Kid Link,
young,
no. Nope.
Young too. Okay.
Nope.
A little more stuff that was in that trailer breakdown was he was using a leaf to blow himself across the lake in a sailboat, using like attacks with the fan, basically creating wind. More of the climbing stuff. He has a glider, and he was snowboarding on his shield. And there was a big boss fight.
More to make me interested in buying this.
Yep.
I'm already sold on getting on Zelda. I didn't get to play Skyward Sword at all, and so I need the new console just to be able to play all this. Additionally, so to just push on from here from Nintendo news, because we could probably analyze that trailer all day long, but we did have a teaser trailer for the new Red Dead Redemption 2 as well.
Which is weirdly the most anticlimactic thing of the week.
Because like literally they threw out the screenshot on their website of just red background with Rockstar in the corner, and then the next day it was background with like 7 guys, and it was like, oh my god, this is totally like a Western thing.
It's happening,
and it's Grand Theft Auto 5 Western costumes or something, because they would totally fucking do that as well. But then they actually came out and confirmed this is Red Dead Redemption 2, and we got a teaser trailer. All this hype built up, and then we got this trailer that showed us nothing at all. Just that it exists.
So a couple of things that I picked up from that trailer is it looks like it sounds like it's potentially a prequel. And maybe you'll find out about Marster's gang, which that look of Zach's face right now is the thing that a lot of people are like, I don't want a prequel. I don't really want to know more about Marster's past. I know enough that I care about. And
well, it could be a prequel in that and not touch his gang at all. Or what more likely it will probably is more like, Grand Theft Auto, in that each game is a different story set in the same universe.
Yeah, but like this clearly looks like Marster's old gang. Like, the breakdown right now is people are looking at all those silhouettes, and they clearly are the people from Marsh's old game. Ideally, it is what you just said, where it's a different character. Like, that would be the most ideal situation.
Could be the guy that takes over after John Marston.
Could be. It also looks like it appears to be up in the upper Midwest, which they said it was going to be in more of a Midwestern area. There's some, scenes that make it look like it's in Minnesota forest area. There's bison. So maybe
I was gonna say something about is it Minnesota?
South Dakota then.
What?
Probably Black Hills.
Yeah, kind of like upper Midwest era, like South Dakota.
So, full disclosure, I never played Red Dead Redemption.
A lot of people haven't. I played a good chunk of it. I never finished it.
I'm not big on westerns.
It is available for backwards compat on Xbox One, and it was on sale not too long ago for like $7.
It is also, I think it was also a free, one of the free games one month was Red Dead Redemption. It's also coming to PlayStation Now.
Yeah, I'm just not a Western fan.
That's fine.
Yeah,
some very respected people on the internet don't like that game, so you're not alone.
I've heard it's a great game. That just doesn't appeal to me.
Well, there's plenty of hype for the new one, I can tell you that.
There is. But it's still kind of funny to me that, this could have been Rockstar's time to shine, to come out on Monday. They were building this thing up, and then to have their thunder stolen, not by the fact that their trailer was kind of underwhelming, but by the fact that Nintendo, an hour beforehand, did all of their Switch stuff. It was like, nobody cared anymore.
I think they did themselves the trailer, but we have mad hype for Red Dead Redemption 2. We've got mad hype for the Switch, and then on top of that, we got some less important Razer news about their new laptop, Okay, all right, whatever.
Hey, they're shoving a 1080 and an i7 into a laptop that's less than an inch thick. That is impressive.
So there is other stuff. Though we're gonna have a podcast before that. But fuck it. I'm really excited that there might at the possibility of a Diablo announcement at BlizzCon.
So there is lots of speculation about what's going to happen at BlizzCon this year, because BlizzCon, they always announce something.
It's too early for the next. StarCraft 2 is done. It's too early for the next expansion for WoW for them to make an announcement.
Yep. So
like, the only thing they have,
it could be Diablo 4.
My only deflation of that thing is the fact that they sent out their schedule for the weekend, and there are no time blocks set aside for, like, there's no chunks missing. Like, everything is perfectly timed out.
No, but there is a 2.5 hour Diablo 20th anniversary celebration, which would be the place to do something like that.
Which could also mean that they're going to talk about a Diablo 2 remaster.
Yes, but then also the Diablo section on the floor, on the show floor, is larger than it has been in years.
Well, I mean, they are focusing on Diablo this year because of the anniversary. So that is a for sure thing. It's just what are they actually announcing?
The thing I was more so getting at is that, like, having watched every BlizzCon since they've done the virtual ticket, it usually goes opening ceremony, and then right into whatever they announce at the opening ceremony. And this year, there's a half an hour gap between the opening ceremony and the first panel, which is Hearthstone. The 20th anniversary thing's only an hour.
Well, I looked at the schedule a couple weeks ago. It was well more than an hour.
I'm looking at it right now because that's from 5 to 5:45, and then after that is the contests.
See, when I looked at it a couple weeks ago, it was like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's down to an hour. It's a 45-minute panel. The Warcraft Legion is almost 2 hours.
That makes me curious because if the schedule has changed,
I mean, the schedule can always change again. So
it can, yeah. But like having watched these things, like it was that thing like they didn't have the BlizzCon like 3 years ago because like, well, we have nothing to talk about, but they have 4 games now that have competitions wrapped around them, which makes me think that they'll just keep doing BlizzCons every year, even if they don't have big announcements, because they have enough stuff to talk about. Legion, where you go next. They have, Overwatch, what's going on next in Overwatch, what's going on next in StarCraft 2. They have enough stuff to talk about, maybe not large announcements wise, but then on top of that, they have Overwatch Championship, they have Hearthstone, they have Heroes of the Storm, and they have StarCraft 2 championships running all weekend long as well. So
Cody coming in with the wet blanket on our conspiracy theories.
Hey, I want another Diablo. I would love a Diablo 2 remaster. I would like a Diablo 2 remaster.
I would love to get away from this consoleized Diablo.
I would like them to do remasters, because I would like Diablo 2 remastered, and I would like I want Warcraft 3 remastered.
Oh, if going off of their like recent like careers hiring is anything to say, then yeah, they could very well be remastered.
But that guy came out and said he's not working on anything Diablo related.
Well, no, there's that, but they have also brought in like old. Are you talking about the lead designer who came in?
It was Mike. There was 2 of them. There was the co-founder of Blizzard North and the other guy. One of the guys went to Path of Exile, and the other guy said he's, as much as he would be honored to be, he's not working on anything Diablo related.
Yeah.
However, there's another thing. BlizzCon store, where you buy all your swag.
Yep.
There was a new Diablo shirt up for sale titled Realms of Evil.
So it could be an expansion. Who knows?
I could do with an expansion as well.
I could do with an expansion that that feeds on the nostalgia, and the whole Realms of Evil thing is like revisiting past areas and past eras of the Diablo franchise. That would be kind of cool. Taking your current characters on, fucking meth runs. Meth runs. Pendle skip.
I don't know. So we'll be doing extra life while BlizzCon's going on.
So
son of a
tune
bitch.
in to us getting more and more sleep deprived.
Yeah. We'll talk about that next
And we'll
week.
talk
100%
about BlizzCon
sure.
and play games.
But that's I'm tempted by that Blizzard 25-year anniversary backpack. By the way, I've been thinking.
I've been dodging the store because I just bought that 1060 last weekend. So
Mitch needs to buy the Death Knight robe.
I don't know about that.
It is dumb in all the right ways.
wait, Death Knight robe? What?
I just linked it in the Sharks chat, and I'll link it in.
Oh,
You have to own a. You have to have a BlizzCon ticket, but
I will. Oh, it's 125.
yeah, the $125 part is the ooh. But it's kind of dumb in all the right ways.
I would probably actually never wear it because
I would just put it on the podcast.
I like the fact that there's a World of Warcraft cookbook also available for you to buy. There's only 29 of them left, so if you want one, get them quickly.
Oh no, see that's easy. They could have it's like 30 different recipes, all done by Nami. It's turn your oven up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, stuff it in for freaking an hour, and
burn everything.
The pictures I have are for sweet potato bread, dragon breath chili, lilac claws, which look delicious. They're like cinnamon rolls. Cherry grog, Hearth Glen ambrosia.
Okay, that robe is kind of cool.
Iron Forge rations.
Mind you, there was also another BlizzCon Diablo shirt that is not that one.
Yeah, there's the regular BlizzCon.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be super interesting to see BlizzCon. It makes me frustrated that it's the same day as Extra Life again this year. But, most of that stuff, we'll know the big stuff on Friday before Extra Life. So, who knows? We shall see. Beyond that, there was a bunch of trailers for movies this week that you all should go check out.
The Assassin's Creed trailer came out.
Yep, and the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 trailer came out, and the Logan trailer. The little Groot is the
Groot
best.
in a jacket.
Yeah, he has Star-Lord jacket on. This is great. And then that Logan trailer as well is super good.
I haven't watched that yet.
We'll put all that in the show notes, I'm sure.
The show notes.
The Logan trailer, they use Johnny Cash's version of Hurt, and it is perfect in that trailer. It is perfect in that trailer. Yeah. The funny thing is that the first thing that happened after that trailer came out was that it was instantaneously this is Wolverine, The Last of Us edition.
So it's God of War.
No, it's Old Man Logan, who looks like Joel, and there's a little young girl mutant, and then there's Old Man Xavier, and that is it.
Old Man Xavier.
Wait, so if this is Last of Us, who's Xavier supposed to be?
I don't know.
Exactly.
He's Miss Daisy. Because there's a great picture of him sitting in the back of Wolverine's Jeep, and I'm the first thing I saw was driving Mr. Xavier.
Oh my god.
All right.
Miss Xavier.
I think that's enough shenanigans for this week.
Oh.
You can never have too many shenanigans.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been a Sharks and Things podcast. Check us out online, facebook.com/sharksandthings, twitter.com/sharksandthings, youtube.com/sharksandthings. Like, comment, subscribe. Send us any feedback whatsoever. We don't care, positive, negative. We just like to hear from you guys. If you want to send us an email, goddamn cat, you're going to kill the podcast. If you want to send us an email, contact@sharksandthings.com. You can contact us. If you want to reach out, if you want to like record anything with us. Games, if you want to talk about a topic, we do have our other podcast, Insert Topic, here that Cody will do topics with people. He likes to chat with people and record that.
Real friendly guy.
One that needs to be thrown up here shortly. So we'll get that one up there shortly as well. Also, check out our Extra Life pages. Cody, do you have a link for that?
I will get a short link put up this week for that, and you can go donate. If you want to join the Sharks and Things team, just go to Extra Life, sign up for Extra Life, and choose your team as Sharks and Things. We're getting everything kind of figured out and planned for that. We should have all of our information for you guys next week for Extra Life, as far as what games we should be playing, where you can watch us, if we're going to do a multi-stream thing, which I think we're going to try and do. All that shenanigans. We hope we should have locked down the podcast next week. I hope.
Yep, so Extra Life, November 4th. We will be streaming 24
5th.
hours.
November 5th.
Sorry, November 5th, Saturday.
Yes.
We'll be streaming 24 hours. I believe we said we were going to start at 8 a.m.?
Yes.
Or 7, or we're going to start either somewhere between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. right now. We'll have that locked down by next week. But we're streaming 24 hours. This is for charity, so guys, feel free to donate. Throw some money. It's for the kids. This is Children's Miracle Network is where all the money goes to. We don't get any of it at all. It just goes straight to them. It has benefited millions of kids in the past, and it continues to do so, and it's great charity. You guys can go check that out. Extralife.org.
Extra-life.org, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds right. That is correct.
Yes,
yeah.
that is correct, sir.
So go if you want to check out more information about Extra Life, go check out their website, extra-life.org.
Yep.
I think that's it. That's it for this week. Thanks, guys.
Yay!
Bye, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Jazz hands.